I'm starting the live recording, so give me a few seconds, Kevin. Okay, Kevin, where are you located? In North Carolina? Okay, I'm stuck. Okay, okay. Awesome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And I was just asking you, where are you located in North Carolina?
Yes, I'm located in North Carolina, Charlotte.
Nice, good, good, good. So I am in Phoenix, and it's raining in Phoenix. So I thought of taking the class from my backyard. Okay, I hope that's okay to you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, perfect. So, okay, let me ask you first question, Kevin. How many Tirthankars we have in a in a particular kal?
I think we have 24.
Okay, 24 Vartaman Tirthankars, yes. And are you aware that about the Tirthankars of the past and the Tirthankars of the future?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So when we talk about a particular time cycle, in a particular time cycle, we always from reference point of our current kal, right? Which is we are in a ascending cycle of time, right? And in the last uh, time phase, that is the Chaturth Kal, we had Tirthankars, right? The first Tirthankar being Adinath Bhagwan and the last Tirthankar being Mahavir Swami, right? What we do is we always talk about at least three set of Tirthankars who have been there or who have been there or will be there in the next cycle, right? So we call them as Tirthankars of the past, Tirthankars of the present, and then Tirthankars of the future. Okay, so every time cycle, we have 24 Tirthankars, but then we give a reference to the past and the present also. So that way we say 24 times 3 at least. Okay, so that's Tirthankar. Now, are you aware of the Kalyanaks of Tirthankar? What are
Yes,
Kalyanaks?
there are five Kalyanaks. Jan Kalyanak,
Very,
this Garb Kalyanak, Jan Kalyanak, Tab Kalyanak,
very nice.
uh, Moksha Kalyanak.
Yeah, what is one that you are missing?
I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
That's fine. There is one between Tap and Moksh. Garb, Jan. Very good, Ishna. So Ishna is my daughter. She just said five Kalyanak in their names, starting with the first Garb Kalyanak. Garb means womb, mom's womb. When the baby, the soul of Tirthankar arrives in mom's womb, that's the first Kalyanak. Then when he is born, that's second Kalyanak. Then when he attains Diksha, when he gives up his cloth and gets Vairagya, that is he becomes a Digambar monk, that is his Tap Kalyanak. Then next is when he gets the Keval Gyan, right? So we call it Gyan Kalyanak, when he gets the Samyak Gyan, right? And then the last Kalyanak is when the soul of Tirthankar detaches from the body of Tirthankar and the soul rises up to the Siddhashila. So that's the point when a Tirthankar becomes a Siddh from being an Arihant, right? You know the difference between Arihant and Siddh?
Yes, Arihants come in uh, Manushya and Siddh come in they have moksha. They have no gati.
They are beyond gatis. Very nice. Good, good. But the main difference between an Arihant and Siddh is Arihant are have a very distinct characteristic that we in Hindi call as Hitopadeshi. Hitopadeshi means one who 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 also shows us the path. they have Samosharan, and then they do the Deshna. When the Deshna happens, then the Gandhars convert it into the various different languages, and we get to know about the true dharma from that Deshna. So that way they are Hito Upadeshi. That is, they are doing their Upadesh, their sermons, for the benefit of the commoners, for the benefit of the Shravaks. Although when once you have attained Samyak Gyan, that is the true knowledge, after that the right thing to do for a being is to stay within themselves. Okay, that is to always be in a meditative state. However, Tirthankars who are Arihant also do Deshna. That's why we call them Hitopadeshi. And Siddh are just there in the Siddhashila, in the Moksha Gati. Although they know everything, they are omniscient and omnipresent, and they have all the knowledge, but they don't do anything. Even if we ask for it, they will not give us anything. Right? So that's the subtle difference. But that's good enough. So today what we are going to do is we are going to start a series about the Panch Kalyanak, what you talked about. Okay, the first Kalyanak being the Garbh Kalyanak. So let's learn about Garbh Kalyanak. I'll play a video. I do see Seema. I think it's Seema is mom's name. So I would like to catch the name of the little girl there. What's your name? Jai
Okay.
Jinendra.
Woma. Say Jai Jinendra. Jinendra and Woma.
Okay. Woma, you said?
Woma. Yes, Roma.
Roma. Okay, Roma. Hey, good to see you there. Okay, so let me start the video now. Okay. Let's play the video.
Did you know that there are 5 special celebrations in the lives of the Tirthankar Bhagwan, which are also known as Panch Kalyanaks? I will take you through time travel to give you a walk through all these 5 special celebrations. So let's get started. First, I will tell you about Gaurav Kalyanak. This celebration starts before the birth of the Tirthankar Bhagwan. Let me tell you about Adinath Bhagwan's Gaurav Kalyanak celebration. The celebration of...
Okay, guys, pay attention. Okay, there are some important facts that are going to be shared in this video, like what is yojan, how many kilometers make a yojan, okay, whose story we are talking about, and then which Kalyanak are we talking about, how many dreams a Tirthankar's mom has when the Tirthankar arrives in his womb, and all that. Okay, so pay attention, and these will be the questions in the quiz out there that you have to do.
all the Tirthankars is pretty much the same. Before being Tirthankar, Adinath Bhagwan's Jeev or soul, when in Sarvarth Siddhi state, was a Dev or a demigod named Amindra. As is like.
Okay, what's the name of the demigod? So before, in the past life, before the Tirthankar arrives in the womb, he is in a different life. Oh, and I see raised hand from Kevin and his little cute brother. I didn't catch his name, but what's his name?
His name is Vibhor. Forgot to
Vibhor.
put on his name.
No worries, beta. No worries, beta. So Vibhor, you want to take this question? What's the name of the demigod or the Dev before Tirthankar Adinath arrived in mom's womb? Go ahead.
It was Soul.
No. Kevin, you want to take it a try? Give it a try. What was the name of the demigod? It's out there, by the way. You know, if you can read Hindi, the name is out there.
Yeah, I know how to read Hindi. It's Ahamindra.
Very good. Ahamindra. That's the name of the demigod. Okay. So what they are talking about is what happened to the demigod. What was the last few days of the demigod before his soul moved from being a demigod, that is a dev, over to be a Tirthankar in womb of the mom. Okay, who is going to tell me name of uh, Adinath Bhagwan's mom? Wait, Ishna, let's see. You want to say? Okay, Ishna, go ahead. You do remember name of mummy papa of Adinath Bhagwan? Okay, no worries. Anybody? Kevin, do you remember? Nabhi Rai was Maru Devi. Nabhi Rai is the name of Bhagwan's papa, and Maru Devi is mama. Okay.
Lifespan as a Dave started to reduce. Everybody in the universe became extremely excited. Do you know why? Since after completing his life as a Dave, in 6 months he was going to be born as a human and become a Titankar. Indra, or the king of all the gods in heaven, gave permission to God Kuber to build a beautiful city, Ayodhya, in India. God Kuber had a lot of treasure and wealth.
Kuber
Ayodhya was
is the
12
god of
yojan
wealth.
long and 9 yojan wide.
Okay, so remember this. How wide was Ayodhya? 9 yojan. And how lengthy it was? 12 yojan. Now what's yojan, right? Let's hear it out. What's yojan? Kevin knows it. Yes, go ahead, Kevin. What's a yojan?
A yojan is 12 kilometers.
Yes, it's a unit of distance, an old unit of distance where 1 yojan means 12 kilometers. Okay, let's keep going. So it's 12 yojan by 9 yojan, like a rectangle. Okay.
Yojan is a Vedic measure of distance that was used in ancient India. 1 yojana is about 12 kilometers. Hence, Ayodhya was 144 kilometers long and 108 kilometers wide. All the 4 sides of the city had a boundary of clean and pure water, which is called as a parikya.
Okay, so there was a water body around the walls of city Ayodhya, and that is called as Parikha. Okay, what is it called? Parikha. Okay, like Parikrama. If you are familiar with the word Parikrama, Parikrama means circumambulation. When you go around a thing in a circle, that is when you circumambulate, that's called as doing a parikrama, or in other sense perimeter, if you are reading about it in geometry, right? So perimeter. Okay, perimeter. And the word for the water body around the walls of Ayodhya is parikha. Parikha. Okay, I do see Roma raising hand. Roma, do you have a question?
No, she was
Okay.
just uh,
No.
telling like what she understand. Like Earth
Good.
goes around the sun, so she was telling
I see. I see.
that.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. Good. Naisa, I see you also joining. If you can turn on your cam video, that would be awesome. And we'll continue with this video. So let's do that.
It had many colored lotuses blooming on it. And those flowers were so beautiful that its yellow pollen around the barika. It was like a huge palace wall outside with super high peaks. There were 4 gopur built around the 4 corners of the court. Gopur are like round, dome-shaped, beautiful structures. Above these skyscraping gopurs, there were kalash, or pots made up of gems and precious stones.
So what was at the 4 corners of the wall? There were gopurs. What is the word? Gopur. So two words, parikha and gopurs. And gopurs were like, at the corner there were these sort of temples, each temple having some some Bhagwan's pratibimb or Bhagwan's images. Okay.
Its shine and glow gave an effect that the sun was shining on the Gopurs. There are many big and beautiful Jain temples built in the city, which had idols made up of precious gems and stones. There are many clean water ponds as well, which had beautiful lotuses blooming, and bees around these flowers to drink its nectar. This had wapikas. Wapika is just like a well or a pond, where beautiful birds like huns or swans and sadas, cranes, played.
Okay, Vapika. That's another word. Okay, Vapika is like a well. Okay, a big well. In the other common word in India that you will hear against Vapika, because Vapika is an old name. The new name for it is Bavadi. What is the name? Bavadi. Okay, Vapika. Okay, so these Vapikas have, these are like step wells. You know, they have steps. They are usually in rectangular shape, and they are very deep and have lots of fresh water.
The city was clean and green. It had many gardens filled with fruit trees, like mango trees, guava trees, pomegranate trees, and lemon trees. The trees were full of many fruits. The garden also had piles and piles of diamonds and other precious stones and gems. The king's palace, Shikar, was sky high. There were many schools and colleges in the city. Kuber Dev made the city of Ayodhya so beautiful that even Indra Dev's city seemed small in comparison. 15 months before the Bhagwan's birth, there were special rains 3 times a day.
15 months before his birth. Okay.
And these were no ordinary rains. It rained ratans, or precious gems and stones. Titankar Adinath's mother, Queen Maru Devi, was sleeping in her palace on a beautiful bed and saw a beautiful special dream at dawn. Do you know the number of special dreams a Titankar mother has when she is pregnant with the Titankar? She has 16 special dreams, or Sola Swapna.
16 dreams.
Swapna means dreams. In her dreams, Mata Maru Devi saw an Airavat elephant, a white ox, a roaring lion, goddess Lakshmi, 2 garlands, Chand or moon, the rising sun, 2 kalsh made up of gold, 2 fishes playing in a pond, a clean body of water, an ocean with waves, a king's chair made up with precious stones, Viman, or an aeroplane that a Bhagwan uses to travel, Nagendra Bhavan, a place where the Nagendra resides, and a pile of ratans, or precious gems, stones, and diamonds, Agni, meaning smokeless fire. As soon as these 16 dreams were complete, the queen saw in her dreams that a white ox was entering her mouth. The night came to an end when she saw all of these in her dreams. It became an early morning, and the Rajmand, or the temple in the palace, had sounds of Mangal Bajo, or musical instruments and prayers. And the queen woke up, paid her obeisance to the Panch Parameshti, or the 5 supreme beings.
Okay, who's going to tell me what's the name of the queen? I just told you about a few minutes back. I think Kevin knows. How about Vibhor? Okay. Okay, Kevin, go ahead. What's the name of the queen?
The queen's name is Queen Marudevi.
Very good. Queen Baru Devi. And she is mother of Bhagwan Adinath. Okay? She's the one who had the 16 dreams.
Jainism and started thinking about her 16 special dreams and started to wonder what the dreams she saw had meant. To understand what the dreams meant, she went to her husband, the king of the place, King Nabiraj, and she told him about her special dreams. King Nabiraj had a special knowledge known as Avadikyan. This is a super knowledge which can tell a person about the past, future, and predict other things that are far away. King Nabiraj, with his Avadikyan, said that the dreams meant that they were going to be blessed with a child who would be powerful, kind, brave, and a compassionate soul. And that the soul had left from heaven and resided in Queen Maru Devi's womb. While in Ayodhya, the king was interpreting the queen's dreams to her. In heaven, King Indra's throne started shaking.
So when did King Indra's throne started shaking? Before the baby, the soul arrived in mom's womb, or after the soul arrived in the womb? Who knows? Okay, Vibhor, go ahead. Hmm. Okay, Kevin, you can take the question.
It was after. It was,
Very good. After the soul arrived in mother's womb.
King Indra got curious to know why his throne was shaking. He came to know that Bhagwan Adinath's jeev or soul had entered Queen Maru Devi's womb. When all the gods got to know about this, they all became super happy and excited and came to Ayodhya. They made huge celebrations there and gifted beautiful clothes and jewelry to the king and queen. They congratulated and paid their respects to the king and queen. Throughout pregnancy, there were continuous special
I think connection is dropped. Let's see.
Connection
Maybe.
is dropped
maybe.
on
Yeah.
my screen.
You okay? You know, close your screen.
Okay, so
You're
Am I
muted.
audible, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I audible? Okay. I think the connection, there was some connection problem. So let me start again. Okay. Not again like from the beginning, but I'll start sharing it. Okay, let's see. Do you see the video? Okay, let's see.
Maru Devi's womb. However, the Titankar was yet to take birth. Hence, all these Devis would take care of Mata Maru Devi. They used to make sure that he would be safe in the mother, happy and comfortable. while one Devi would do the mother's another comb her hair, while one would apply perfumed lotion and paste on her, another would make a healthy and tasty meal for her. One would also guard her with the sword to tame the queen and make her happy. Mata Maru Devi did not experience pain throughout her pregnancy, and she remained as beautiful as before. The Devi gave birth to the aspiration of the one who was going to become that the baby was going to become a Titankar, the most powerful and the most pure soul in the universe. Hence, the moment the Titankar came to Mata Maru Devi's womb, there were many celebrations that took place. So today, we learned about Gaurav Gayanak. He is born in the mother's womb, the kinds of celebrations that take place. Let's imagine these special celebrations in our mind and pray that we all get a chance to see these special celebrations. And we also become a Titankar, won't we? Jai Jinendra.
Okay. So we are done with the video. I hope you got all the questions, answered. Any questions? Anybody? I know I got a question from Roma. What is Samyak Gyan? So Samyak Gyan. So in Jainism there are three jewels. We always talk about the three jewels. What are the three jewels? Can somebody tell me what are the three jewels of in our philosophy, in Jain philosophy? The three jewels, three ratna. Yeah, I see Kevin doing something. Yeshna, do you know the three jewels of Jain? Very good. Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, and Samyak Charitra. Kevin, what is Samyak Darshan? Can you give me the English word for Samyak Darshan?
Samyak Darshan is praying, basically praying to God.
No. Samyak Darshan is right philosophy. What is it? Right philosophy, right? Or comprehensive philosophy or supreme philosophy. That is Samyak Darshan. Then Samyak Gyan is right, right, no, right, Gyan. What is Gyan? Gyan is knowledge. What is Samyak Gyan? Right knowledge or true knowledge or comprehensive knowledge or supreme knowledge. Okay, the knowledge that Bhagwan has once after they they are able to meditate to such a degree, such a with such utmost purity that they only see the right jnana. Okay, so that is called as true knowledge or right knowledge. And the third one is samyak charitra. What is samyak charitra? Good conduct or right conduct or true conduct. Okay, the conduct that our munis have it once they attain the right knowledge and right philosophy, they follow the right philosophy. So these are the three principles of Jainism or three jewels of Jainism or three ratna of Jainism. Always remember them because they are like the pillars of Jainism. Okay, Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, Samyak Charitra. Okay, Roma? So that is what Samyak Gyan is. It is right knowledge. But now you know other two words also. So do remember that. So let's go forward and let's do the quick quiz. And I'm just going to take you through the quiz. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead, Kevin. You have a question?
I've already done the quiz.
Oh, you have. Very nice. Very nice. So let's see. how it goes. Okay, I'll do it for Roma. Okay, so how many Kalyanaks are there in life of Tirthankar? Roma, how many Kalyanak? We talked about it in the beginning of the class. There are
No, those are dreams. 16 dreams.
5 Kalyanaks. How many Kalyanaks?
5.
5 Kalyanaks. Okay, not 2, 5. Okay, now which Kalyanak is celebrated before the birth of Tirthankar? What hint is the video that we went through? It's about that Kalyanak. What's the name of that Kalyanak, Ishna? Garbh Kalyanak, right? The Kalyanak that is celebrated when the soul arrives in mom's womb. Okay. Next one. Tirthankar soul. Tirthankar soul had which dev's jeev? Okay. Which dev's jeev, Kevin?
Ahemindra?
Ahemindra. Very nice. It's not Sahemindra. It's not Dahemindra. It's Ahemindra. Okay. Kuber. Which city was created by Kuber Dev? Okay, where was Adinath Bhagwan born? What's the name of that city? Right? We learned about that city. You know, it had a particular dimension, 12 yojan by 9 yojan, correct? So what's the name of the city? Ayodhya. Very nice. Okay. How many kilometers in a yojan? Yojan is this old unit of distance. And I know Kevin knows this answer because he already answered it. Ishna, how many kilometers in a yojan? 15, 14, 13, 12. 12. Very good. Okay. What is the pure water surrounding the Ayodhya city? Kevin, go ahead, Kevin.
Parikha.
Parikha. Very good. Parikha. Parikrama. Remember this, the word parikrama, which is about perimeter, something which is in the surrounding a particular thing. We call it, when we circumambulate, when we, revolve around or go around a particular place, we call it parikrama. So same root, which is parikha. Okay. Next thing, what was at the 4 sides of the court? At these 4 sides of the court wall, and it had 4 things at each corner of that court. What was it? Was 1 gopur there, 2 gopur, 3 gopur, or 4 gopur? It's a very simple question. Kevin, you want to take this question?
Sure. It's 4 Gopur because it's right at the question.
Yes, because we are talking about 4 corners, so it's more about geometry than Jainism, right? four corners, so 4 gopurs. Okay. What was the name of father and mother of Bhagwan Adinath? Now, Roma, you will have to take this question. Name of Bhagwan's mummy papa. We talked about this. What was his mom's name? Marudevi. And what was his father's name? Nabhi Rai or Nabhi Raj. Okay. 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 Now, Roma, which Tirthankar's story did you listen to today? What is the name of the Tirthankar that you listened to?
Yeah, Adinath.
Adinath Bhagwan, right? Pay attention next time, okay? Okay. How many dreams did Tirthankar's mom Marudevi had, Ishna? 16 dreams. All Tirthankar's moms have 16 dreams. Not 12, not 14, not 20. It's always 16. That's the number. Okay? Remember that. Okay. What was called to that place in city Ayodhya that looked like a well? Or in other words, what was the name of the wells that were around the city Ayodhya? What were they called? Kevin?
Bapika.
Very good. Vapika. And the new name for Vapika is Bavdi. Okay. So we call it Vapika. These are like step wells. Okay. The bigger wells. No, I think that would be a wrong answer. But yeah, if you tell me Bawdi, I would not mind it. Okay. But the right literary word for it is Vapika. Because the Vapika word also come in when we talk about the Nandishwar Dweep and all that, right? So we have to remember this word Vapika. Okay. Okay. Which all celebrations take place when Tirthankar Bhagwan is in the womb? Does it rain precious stones? Did you saw that in the video? Right? Yes, I see nodding heads. Did you see, was everyone in the Swargalok celebrating along with the Ahamindra? Did they celebrate? Yes. Did the queen and king received any gifts? Yes. So the answer is number 4. That's all the above. Okay, so that completes the quiz activity. No, sorry, yeah, that completes the quiz activity, but then there are other things that you have to do. So Kevin, have you attempted all the questions like true and false and everything?
Yes, I've done everything.
Very nice, very good. So more or less the questions are same, but let's see. Let's go through one of them. Okay, maybe
Uh,
the true and false. Okay.
I think we are, Roma is in level 1.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. She learned something new, so that's okay. Okay for her.
yeah, she
Okay.
liked the story. Actually, she need to go because she has another class starting.
No worries. No
5 minutes.
worries.
Yeah.
Bye,
Say,
bye, Roma.
Bye.
Jai
say Jai Jinendra.
Then bye. Can I press that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Start. Okay, let's see what's the first question. Okay, Mata Marudevi saw an ox entering in the mouth. Kevin, what's the answer?
True.
Oh no, that was I pressed it at the wrong time. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the mother of all Tirthankars have 16 dreams, correct?
True.
The city of Ayodhya was built by Saudharmindra. True.
True.
Mother Marudevi had Avdhi Gyan. No. Mata, yes, she did see ox entering. Ooh. The city of, yes. I think these questions keep repeating. So mother had Avdhi Gyan. Okay. I think we are good. Okay. This kind of keeps repeating itself, so I'll just shut it off. But this is the quiz. So Kevin, I think you are good with this. I think you know the story now. Did you get a chance to even go through the art and craft assignment? If
Yes, I'm almost done with it. I can show you it now. It's very very.
oh sure, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, let's see.
It's this.
Nice, very nice. So okay, so you would now continue with this exercise, right? Super. Very nice, Kevin. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. How old are you, Kevin?
I'm going to be turning 11 on November. I'm 10 and I'm in 6th grade.
Very good. Very good. You are very smart. Okay. Keep doing. Keep it up. Okay. Awesome. So now we'll do a quick Navkar mantra, and then we'll end today's session. Okay. So you can unmute yourself. Let's do Navkar mantra. Namo Arihanta.
Namo Siddharam. Namo Hariyaram. Namo Vachayaram. Namo Vesambasahuram. Namo Panchanamukaro. Sabhutapanashmi. Pranaptisakesim. Mangalam.
Jai Jinendra. Jai Jinendra, Kevin. Now
Jai
we'll end.
Jinendra.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye for now.